or should I say hello coders, Pythonians, and anyone who's ever screamed at a computer screen like it's their ex. Welcome to Code with PK. Today we are diving into Python, the programming language that's not just a snake but a whole vibe. We will be breaking down its core syntax so simple as make hello world feel like rocket science and object-oriented programming, where you turn your boring code into the little digital drama queens and echo objects. Don't worry, I promise no actually snakes will bite you, but I can't guarantee you wouldn't feel attacked by the simplicity of Python indentation rules. Yes, I'm looking at you, semicolon lovers. So buckle up, you grab some coffee or tea if you're fancy, and let's turn that messy spaghetti code into the lexicon of clean, structured, awesomeness. Shall we? So let's move computer screen and let's do a coding with loving. So guys, in today's Python video, I'm telling you about the Python core syntax and object-oriented programming. So let's learn about it and let's start. First, core syntax in Python. Python has simple and clean syntax, making it a good language for beginners and experts alike. 1.1 Variables and data types. This is one example of variables and types. Here we create a one variable of the string, here we create a one variable of the integer, here we create a variable of the float, here we create a variable of the boolean. Then here our variables had we print, and here we are printing our variables. So let's see which type of operator will give me. This is one example of 1.1 example of the variables and data types. So let's start. Let's see. First of all, let me open my window, and when I open my window, I'm creating a file by the name of index.py, and I'm making this file in my documents. Where anywhere you will make your file, your own choice. I'm making my file in my documents, and I'm pasting this code. First of all, I create a one variable by the name of name, and here I write a string, and my second variable name is age, my third variable name is height, and my fourth variable name is student. Then in this line we are printing my variable. So let me see which type of output it will give me. Save it and run it. So it will give me like save it and run it. So now it will give me name alias age 25, height to 5.7, is student true. Here you can see this type of an output it is giving me. So here you can see like that you can print. And why it is printing me here her name alias age 25? Because first of all I write my name, then I write name variable, then I write age, then I write here my age variable, and I write here height, then I write my height variable, then I write its student, then I write here my its student variable, like that. Very simple. 1.2 Conditional statements. This is one example of the conditional statement. Okay, let me copy it and paste it. Here we first of all use the if statement, and then I write my age variable, then greater than equals to, then 18. Then when I write print adult, and then else, in the else I write like print minor. Save it and run it. So now save it and run it. So now it is giving me the error. Which type of error? Let me see. Conditional statements. Okay, in the conditional statements it is giving me the error. Like name error, age is not defined. Okay, let me write here age equals to 18. Save it and run it. So now it gives me adult. Now if I write here 12, save it and run it. So now it gives me minor, because above the 18 or 18 is adult, or it smaller than 18 it is called the minor. If I write here 30, so it is called the adult. But if I write here 17, so it is called the minor. Why? Because 18 or 18 above 18 it is called the adult, or 18 smaller than 18 it is called the minor. If I write 17.5, so it is also be called minor. Okay, so like that. Loops. There is one example of the loop. This is one example of with the for loop. This is one example of the while loop. Here you can see it. Here we use the for loop first, and then in the second in this line we use the while loop. So let's see which type of output will give me. Save it and run it. So now it give me number 0, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and in the here it is giving me count 0, count 1, count 2. Here you can see it. Like that, this type of output it is giving me. Okay, so like that, because I in the range I write like 5, so that's 5. It is giving me, if you write here range for 10, so it give me number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, here number 8, number 9. Here you can see it. because my range is 10, so that's why. 1.4 functions. They have an example of the function. Here we are defining our function, then here we call our function, copy and paste. Here we, in this line, we define our function, in the second and third line, and in the sixth line we call our function. Save it and run it. So it is giving me hello alias. Why? Because first of all I write like hello, then I write my name variable, which in a variable name variable, and in my name variable I write alias. So that's why it is printing me alias. If I write here hello Rayyan, so now it is giving me hello Rayyan, like that. Now 1.5 lists, tuples and dictionaries. They have an example of the lists, tuples and dictionaries. In first we create list, in the second we create tuple, and in the third we create dictionary. So how you know this is list and this is dictionary and this is the tuple? How? In the list is always created in the square brackets. Then the tuple is immutable and it is always created in the rounded brackets, and dictionary is always created in the curly brackets, like this. Now I write this type of code. Now let me save it, and this code here you can see, save it and run it. So now it is giving me apple, banana, cherry, date, green, New York. Why it is giving me, I write here 3 figures, but why it is giving me date? Because I use the append method, and append method is used to add the things in your list, and in append method I write like date, so it has been added the date. Okay, so like that. Save and run it. So now like that. And why it is giving me here green and New York? Why it is not giving me red, green, blue, and here it is not giving me like this? Why? Because first of all, yeah, when I create a tuple, I write here my colors variable. Then in the color variables, I write like I1, and in the square bracket 1, and green has index 1. So that's why it is printing me here green. But why it is giving me, why it is mentioning me here New York? Why? Because in the first of all I write name alias age 25, then I in the first of all I write my variable name by the name of person, and the square brackets I write like city, and in the city I write like New York, and that's why it is giving me the New York. If I say print me the name, so now it is giving me the name by the name alias. Here you can see it. So number 2, object-oriented programming, OOP in Python. OOP allows for structuring programs into objects that combine data and behavior. 2.1, defining a class. In this example, we are defining our class, and my class name is animal. This is a code. Here you can see it. You will pause the video and copy my old code. Copy and paste. So, first of all, here we create an object. Here we create our class. Here you can see it. Save it and run it. So now it is giving me save it and run it. So now it is giving me I am the Buddy the dog. Buddy the dog. Why did it give me I am the Buddy the dog? First of all, here I write like I am, then I write like my self dot name variable, then I write like then self dot species variable. So that's why it gives me Buddy and dog. Now 2.2, inheritance. This is one example of the inheritance. Here you can see. So let me copy this example, and then let me paste it. Save it and run it. So now it is giving me save it and run it. Okay, it is giving me the error. Let me come here, dog. Okay, I understand. First of all, here dog, and the animal is will be in small. And DOG. Name error, animal is not defined. Okay. Why animal is not defined? Let me see. Okay, first of all, you go on your command prompt and you download your pip install animal. Now it is started downloading it. Okay, now let's see. So here you can see it is started downloading it. Till here it is downloading it. Let me explain you one more things, okay, about it. Now let's come on it. 2.3, encapsulation. This is one example of the encapsulation. Okay, let me copy it and let me paste it. Here we create one class by the name of bank account, and then in the third line we create our private variable, and in the 12th, 13th and 14th line we create a bank account object. Then the output will give me 150. Let me see. Save it and run it. So output will give me 150 because in the bank account I read like 100 and in the deposit I read like 50. So 100 plus 50 is equals to 150. So that's why it is giving me 150. And how the bank account and deposit will be plus? How? Because I write here self dot balance plus equals to amount. So that's why. So now 2.2 polymorphism. This is one example of the polymorphism, and this is the last example. So let me copy it and paste it. This is the all code you will be copied when and pause the video and copy this all code. First of all, here we create one class by the name of shape. Then in the here we create objects, and then here we call our area method. Then here the output will become in the first line the output will become 70.78.5, and the second output will become 24. Let me show you. Save it and so here you can see it. So the covers Python core syntax and essential OOP concepts I told you about it. So I hope you can enjoy this class. If you enjoy, so please like this video, share with friends, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to all the notification bell also, so you never miss out any future latest videos about the Python. So now I meet you next class and next very amazing class like that type of videos of the Python. And please do not forget to all the notification bell also. So but anyways, let me meet you in the next video and this type of next video. So now, and that's a bra flocks. Now you know the secret formula for mastering Python syntax and turning your code into a symphony of objects. If this video helped, hit that like button. Don't be shy. If you didn't, bye. Subscribe for more coding magic and drop a comment below if your code decided to act like a rebellious teenager. Until next time, happy coding, and remember, in the world of Python, the only real bug is forgetting your indentation. Okay, so for today, goodbye.